Hmm? Hello? Well, we're live. The end of March Madness. The beginning of April and the end of winter. A rebirth, you could say. I'm so glad of it. And I'm so glad I got these pellets. Prometheus pellets. Let me show you why. Now, I first want to say, when you see this target, I don't hate anybody. I just love comedy, and I don't like political correctness. I believe that every group should be made fun of equally. That being said, I came up with this test target for the Prometheus pellets to see how well it penetrates through tin. Well, say hello to Tyrone. Tyrone. Yeah, I'm Tyrone. Doesn't he look like Big Tactical? But that being said, let's take off the lid here. Okay? You're going to love this. You're going to see the light through the pellet. So I'm trying to get this. There we go. Look what it did. And of course, it's filled with cloth. It's a Christmas tin that's filled with cloth and several layers of cloth, by the way. That and a piece of cardboard in there. March Madness has ended. You're only going to see this on live stream. I decided not to post this one. Well, yeah, I drew this myself. This is about me being happy, Blinger. I am happy that March Madness has ended. Winter is over. Spring has begun. First day of spring. I'm really happy about that. I am happy that winter is over. Now, I want to say I don't hate anybody, but I have a sense of humor, Blinger, and my sense of humor sometimes makes me. Exactly. I have a sense of humor, everybody, and I do. And those who haven't seen it. So I do have a sense of humor, and I want to say it. Well, if you just came in, give me some thumbs up, give me some likes. But I have a sense of humor. I want to show you something. This is Tyrone. Tyrone. Oh, Tyrone, man. Now, I don't hate anybody. Actually, he looks like Big Tactical. Looks like Dwayne Stack, doesn't he? I want to show you something. I was testing my Prometheus pellets, and these are some pretty good pellets for the price. I mean, these are pretty cheap overall. I'll show you something. It's like, I hate it when it does this. Yeah. You can see it through the light. Yeah, here we go. And we can see it here. It pierced. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Thank you. Now, this is just comedy. There's no hatred involved in it. I grew up in black neighborhoods. I've seen guys like this in black neighborhoods. So it's a parody. Yeah. Tyrone. Yeah, man. Yeah. I can take these pellets. All right. Well, yeah. Oh, you missed Tyrone, my test target. I was just showing. Now, I don't hate anybody. This is just comedy. Actually, it looks like Big Tactical. Yeah, man, I took those pellets. I'm a gangster. Yeah, homie. All right, Tyro. And of course, I'll show it again. So I'm aiming for the face. Yeah. Only one miss outside the target, but everything else, I was able to get inside. Well, I'll show you. Pierce well. How you doing, YouTube? Yeah, I did. No. I was shooting out of my, not this time, YouTube troll, Prometheus pellets. They're like little bullets. And they can pierce. Out of my Croston Vigilante. But if you want to see the video, I also tested this on a very thick jug that has a very thick plastic wall. I tested on a full of water. Oh, whatever. Good luck with that. Kash Patel is the head of the FBI. And I don't have any firearms. So, Camo Campa, how you doing? Well, I will say that these pellets can pierce through flesh. I will give, these pellets are cheaper than Hornets. They have a more conical point than, let's say, the angular point of an H&N Hornet. But, well, they're good. Well, you get it. You get it. So, I tested this target, and I did this for comedy. I don't hate anybody. No, I'm not throwing up again. I'm not drinking. I tested this for comedy, and this is my test target. And I tested this as a tin. This is a Christmas tin full of popcorn tin. And I drew this picture, and I call this test target Tyrone. Hey, man, I can take it, man. I'm gangster. Now, I don't hate anybody. It's just a joke. But you get it. And I'll show it again. I'll show it again. It's one of the tests I did off camera. It pierced. And I aimed for the right places. So, I'm going to have to say that these pellets, these Prometheus, Prometheus G3 pellets gave the H&M Hornets a run for their money. Thank you, Hammer and Nails. Thank you. So yeah, Prometheus pellets. If you think these pellets are just nothing, they will go through flesh. Oh boy, they will. And I got 10 rounds in my chamber. So thank you, thank you. So, but if there's a video I have, it's got 62 views. If you want to, I would say that Blinger. I have different weapons. These are actual projectiles. From an actual projectile weapon, Blinger. My pepper gel pistol has nothing to do with this. But if you want to take a couple of these pellets for testing, if you want to volunteer your body for to test these pellets on your face, be my guest. These have bullet points. I can tell you that they're bullet points, you know, but they're pointy. Well, anything that can go through a tin lid, YouTube troll, is not a toy. You know, if it can go through a tin lid, it could pierce you. It could pierce you. Trust me, I tested this on a vinegar jug. Now, for one of those distilled vinegar jugs, you can watch the video. It's called Prometheus. What's the video called? I'll look it up. I forget the names. Silly me. Here we go. Testing my Prometheus pellets. Yeah, look that up. Testing my Prometheus pellets. You know, look that up. But I'm doing well. Whatever you want to say, you're trolling, Blinger. Different thing. Yeah, these Prometheus pellets do work well. I will say, I dare say. Yes, I got 71 views on this one, testing my Prometheus pellets video. Check it out. It's a great video. I tested on a very thick jug, a distilled vinegar jug, which is very thick plastic, by the way. Not easy. It's not thin plastic, it's thick plastic. Thick. You know what I mean? It went all the way through that jug and out the other end. Okay? These pellets, it shot through the jug, through the water in the jug, and out the other end. Okay? It exceeded my expectations. It can do what H&N Hornets can do. It's pointy. It's capable. Let's see. I would say I'd say 50 yards. Hammer and nails, 50 yards. Maximum distance for a slingshot is about 50 yards. Or 100 feet. I've never done that one before. I mean, 200 yards and you hit the target. I've seen tests done with Zachary Fowler where they tried to shoot a target at 100 yards. It didn't work. I don't know how you did it. Unless it's a slingshot rifle, then it's more possible. Yeah. Oh, Thank you, Hammer and Nails. Starship did it, huh? All right. Well, I like these pellets. These pellets are cheaper than H&M Hornets, and they do the job. So I tested these pellets on two different things. I tested this on tin. I tested this on thick plastic, a thick plastic jug, a vinegar jug. And not only did it pierce the jug, it went through the jug, through the water, and out the other end. So, yeah, these Prometheus pellets, no joke. I would recommend them. That's Prometheus G3. Blanger. I have shot that far with my slingshot and hit a target. Blinger. Absolutely, YouTube. Slinger. Yeah, these they don't understand. Slingshots can do some pretty impressive. There's light slingshots and there's heavy slingshots. I have seen slingshots like a lead. George Spray did something for Zombie Go Boom, right, with a slingshot. It was like a W style slingshot that George Spray did, and he put I think a very large lead ball through the skull and out the other end of the well, it wasn't a real skull. It was basically a simulated a skull that simulated human flesh. It wasn't even a skull. It was basically a head, a zombie head that simulated human flesh and everything like that. See if it would pierce. And boy, did it do it. It was that lead ball with that heavy-duty slingshot with the heavy-duty bands pierced through the head and went out the other end. So not all slingshots are weak. It depends on the bands, the band set you're using, and the weight of the ammunition. It could be lethal with a headshot if you have like a heavy-duty lead ball or steel ball, you know. Maybe, but I wouldn't make it public. If I was going to do Nasty Goblins, I probably wouldn't put it on YouTube now. I'd probably do something like that offline, work with some people, and I wouldn't tell anybody about it until the movie was done. Because I didn't want to deal with the trolls. You know what I mean? I wouldn't tell anybody about it if I was going to do Nasty Goblins again. I'd probably do it behind the scenes and probably sell it to basically an indie film company. So it'd probably be not something I would do publicly now after the trolling that I got, after basically the false scripts that were put out by Moose. No. How you doing, Bullfrog? How you doing? Yes. Moose made the claim that I wrote some things that I didn't write, and he basically made parodies of my work, and I wouldn't mind if they were parodies. But he was making the claim that it was my work, that I did it, and that I said he used AI to generate my voice. And he also made the claim that I wrote these things, and I did not. So that's the reason why I had a falling out with Moose. Yeah, I put my heart into Nasty Goblins. And Moose just shit all over it, you know? He went too far, you know? I'm sorry, but if I do Nasty Goblins, it won't be. I won't tell you until it's released. I won't tell you. I won't give any information out until it's released. So Nasty Goblins would be a secret project if I was going to do it. For the very reason I have to deal with these YouTube trolls making these, I have to deal with all that shit. I mean, it would be a secret project. Let's move on, shall we? So, you don't know who he is, YouTube troll? It was a script that I wrote, a movie script, Blinger. And I still got it. I wrote it, and it's a long story. I don't want to talk about it no more. You know what I mean? How you doing, D? How you doing? Maybe Hammer and Nails. No, not as much. I've seen a few scenes, Bullfrog. I haven't been watching too much TV series lately. I've been just busy, By the way, we got 10 views and 5 likes. I think we can do better than that. Thumbs up, people. If you just came in, thumbs up. So, no. But I am so glad, and I am glad that winter is over, March Madness has ended, and spring is here. Winter sucks for me, okay? Winter is basically winter. You know what winter is like for me because I got no car, no transportation? It's like being on house arrest. You get squirrely. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. So, that being said, I'm glad winter is over. Yes, springtime. First day of spring. My brother, it's my brother's birthday. It's my brother's birthday. That's right, Bullfrog. That's right. All right, we got 6 likes now, I guess. Yeah. Blinger. But the point is, I like the fact that March Madness, people don't know what March Madness is. March Madness is basically when the weather is unstable, in my opinion. The reason why they call it March Madness is because the weather, the temperature fluctuates up, down, up, down, up, down. Rain, shine, rain, shine, rain, shine. Don't know where your head is, but you don't know when the weather's up and down. It's like it's going up and down. You don't know which direction it's going. So when March Madness ends, you're happy. You're happy that the temperature will stabilize, will start to stabilize. And the weather won't be so chaotic. As you know, in Texas, there's been floods around this time of year. Recently, we had floods. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Ben. I'm a Christian. I'm a Christian, Ben. And this is a Christian stream, by the way. Well, I think that's the origin of the term March Madness, because the weather's gone mad around March. You don't know which direction the weather's going, because the weather's going so many different directions. Temperatures, some days temperatures are higher, some days temperatures are lower. You don't know. There's nothing stable about the temperatures. And nothing stable about the weather sometimes. You got whole weeks it rains, whole weeks it doesn't. Sometimes it snows again. That's March Madness. I don't know, D. It depends on what God they believe in. Their God is different than my God. They worship a pagan moon god. Also Satan. So I don't hate him, but I certainly won't tolerate their I don't hate them, but when they come in here, they have to expect that they have to understand that this is a Christian stream with Christian values, and I'm not going to tolerate unchristian things, I do remember that one, D. Whoopi Goldberg. Oh, what a piece of work that is. Yeah, heretics. Yeah, no heretics. Well, YouTube troll, I told in on Discord about an idea for a T-shirt I came up with years ago, and someone actually made the T-shirt. Mr. Flatulence on the front. On the back, it says, "I'm full of hot air." So that's the new T-shirt that someone roll with when I discussed the idea for the T-shirt, and someone actually made it. Someone actually made the T-shirt. I was surprised. Yeah. Oh boy, no witchcraft, D. No witchcraft. But check out my video from Sunday. Check out my latest video. Check out my latest video. Here it is. It's called testing my Prometheus pellets with my CrossFit Vigilante. Check it out. It only has 2 comments so far. I'm looking to see if it's going to get some more views because it's got only 71 views so far, and I guess not as much, but it's not banned, but just don't try to push it here. I don't think so. No, it's not technically banned. I mean, okay. Well, as you can see, these pellets do their job. These pellets can pierce this tin lid, this Christmas tin. As Target, I humorously dubbed Tyrone. Yeah, man, I'm Tyrone. I can take a hit. As you can see. As you can see, I aim for the face. Down the nose. And of course, you can see the damage it does. Stuff a cloth. A lot of fun. Simple as that. And this is just, well, I just cut this. I cut this little curved groove into this bucket here, and it's ice cream bucket and some duct tape, and you know what I got. So true, Bullfrog, especially with sharp pellets, like the Prometheus, like these Prometheus pellets and the H&N Hornets. Prometheus G3. Yeah. Bro, you could still stay. I was just messing with you. It's okay, D. But thank you for coming. No, Blinger. I use my own money. And these pellets were relatively cheap. You know, like $14.99. Relatively cheap pellets. Very good stuff. Yeah. Oh, that was Juan Valdez. Juan Valdez. That target's already been how can I say, retired, you could say a little bit. So I had to go with Tyrone. Next I'll go with Mohammed. I'll go with a target named Muhammad. How about that? The next target will be named Mohammed. But no, a target or some Muslim name. I'll go with some Muslim name. Very funny, Blair. Well, I can do different ones, Blinger. I don't hate anybody. I first want to say that. I just think it was funny. Look, I lived in a black neighborhood a few times. I've seen guys like that in the black neighborhood. I seen my share of Tyrones. Okay, yeah, man, yeah. You know. So I don't think I'm just making jokes out of nowhere. No, it's parodies of things I've actually seen. Thank you, Blinger. Well, we got 9 views and only 6 likes. I mean, that's pretty bleak. Not all streams can be too successful, how can they? But I am really glad that there's sunshine. You can feel the sunshine radiating in this room. You can see it on the camera. It's almost heavenly the way it looks. That being said, it's looking pretty good. It's looking pretty good. Winter is over. March Madness has ended. I really could, Bullfrog. Exactly, repent. Exactly. I'm so glad that March Madness has ended. And and it's the first day of spring, April Fool's. It's my brother's birthday. So it's a good time for me, and I'm closer to the East Coast Slingshot tournament. So, anybody else got any more questions? So, I need some water. Ain't that wonderful? A little liquid refreshment. All right, well. Well, for my YouTube, around $50. For my PayPal, around $50. No one's been donating lately. We don't have any high rollers here. But I believe that God will see me through. I already have money saved away. But if you don't donate, I can't do all those wonderful things with Dave. Like me and Dave doing a zip line where we're just like Batman down a zip line. We're on a harness. Oh, Dave's gonna love that. And we can't do the whitewater rafting. Dave is just gonna love the swish on the rocks. It's gonna be fun. And we can't go up the bear trails. Rah! For Dave, you know what I'm talking about. You want to see Dave? It's going to be a good time. And Dave is just going to love it. He's going to love riding the zip line, doing the whitewater rafting. He's going to love the bear trails. Yeah, so true, Reprint. God bless you. But in a good way. Blinger. But who here does not want to see Dave ride a zip line or go whitewater rafting? You got that right, Repent. Who amongst you doesn't want to see Dave Buldo ride a zip line? Go whitewater rafting, hike a bear trail. Dave running from a bear. Yeah, that's right, Bullfrog. Maybe it might, Blinger. Maybe it might. Bears are faster than humans. Those are some warm thoughts, aren't they? I just get warm inside thinking of all the crazy stunts that I could have Dave do. Who wants to see Dave ride a mechanical bull? Go to Country Western Bar. Dave riding the mechanical bull. So I'm thinking of all the nice ways to torture Dave on the trip. That's funny, Bullfrog. Well, it does appear that, this has been a great stream and you've all been great people. Well, God bless you and all glory goes to God. Have a nice day.